And for the my fellow scout troopers, welcome back to the Great Dwarven Halls here. Got a nice 5v3 siege battle replay today, and it comes from yours truly. I'm one of 3 defending armies today. My allies are Master Blaster, and Dolemroth is commanded by Dan the Man. Now, we'll try and go through the units first, and we've got some Blacks and Renegades here, mixed in with some Swordmasters of Asgaroth, not armoured up. 2 units of them, as well as 2 units of Black Swan. We have some Sentries of Khazad-dûm here. I think I bought about 2 or 3 units there of them. Warriors of Khazad-dûm, Haven Guard. I have 2 units of Hammers of Gundabad. Legion Bodyguard, Mithril Guard of course. We have some Dalian Spearmen. Looks to be armoured up. Looks like most of the armour upgrades were used today where they could be used. We have some Sons of the Fallen here. There's another Sentries unit there. First Legion Pikes, Edhelm Halberdiers. We got about maybe 3 units there of Halberdiers. We got about 4 or 5 units here of Edhelm Men-at-Arms. And I got about 2 or 3 units of Warriors of Khazad-dûm. I got some Lake Town Pikemen here as well. Dwarven 4. This is my forces mixed in with Dales mostly. Some Lumbermen here as well. And more Lumbermen there. We have 2 units of Khazad-dûm Reclaimers. Some more Sentries there. 2 units of Belfast Marines at Catapults. I got 1 unit of Orc Hunters of Khazad-dûm. Blackshot Dragon Slayers, Daily Royal Guard. Some Arathunum of Dolemroth. I questioned the cavalry earlier on when I first saw it, wondering why Dan actually brought that there. Alright, moving this way, we have some dismounted Earls of Dale, about 2 or 3 units of them. We've got some Barding Herd, a lot of men-at-arms all around the place, hey? More Barding Herd there, and I've got some Iron Watcher Miramir as well, I think to finish us off there. Dale bought some Athdara Rangers, which are hidden right now. So we might see them later. We'll actually go with the first of 5 attacking armies today, and we'll start with this end of the map as they make their way towards the front. We find ourselves looking at Isengard, commanded by Team Dark Star. He's got some Stagger Skirmishers here. We've got some Uruk-hai Infantry, some Ulk Vanguard, about 2 units or so of them. Some Uruk-hai Crossbows, about 4 or 5 units of Uruk-hai Infantry. 3 units of Uruk-hai Pikemen, give or take. Nazgul, some Uruk-hai Reavers are there. So still Pikemen there. I don't know if you bought Berserkers, probably did, but for now, they're all hidden. So we'll head on to the next attacking force today, which is the Shire, or Hobbit folk, commanded by Buzzard. We have some Proudfoot Protectors here, some Tookish Hunters, Barbados Brass Archers, Longbottom Mob, 2 units there of them. Some Battling Brandybucks, some Farmers of Buckland, about 2 units of Farmers of Buckland, 2 units of Battling Brandybucks, 2 units of Bandits, some Dunedain Rangers here, looks to be easily 2 units, judging from the number of Rangers. We have some Warg Riders there as well, and Hobbitry Arms, about 2 or 3 units there of them. We have some NCA 2 belonging to Buzzard. And our next attacker is another Isengard army, commanded by 2 times Nanus, who has some Half-Orc Spearguard out front. Uruk-hai Infantry, 3 units there. Uruk-hai Berserkers, some Half-Orc Vanguard, and some Nazgul, and also some Uruk-hai Pikes. More Vanguard, more Pikes. Over here, some Spearguard, Trolls of the White Hand, and Uruk-hai Crossbowmen, 2 units there. We've also got some Uruk-hai Archers. Our 4th attacker is Rudar, commanded by Y2K86. We have some Rudar Axemen here. Blackwolds, we see some Witchwoman Slavers. The Rudar Clansmen, a few units of them, not armoured. We have some Rudar Swordsmen. Oh geez, 2 to 5 units of them easy. Some Dublin Spearmen here as well. We've got some Frodden Javelins, Trollshire Axe Throwers, Etamor's Troll Hunters as well. So typical 2 Trolls Hunters, 2 Axe Throwers, 1 Frodden Javelins is what we usually see there from Rudar. Awesome Dwarven shot right there, or the statues anyway. We have Angmar as the final player, commanded by Order 66, who has some Trolls of Angmar and Trolls of Gundabad there. And further up here, we have some Witchram Pikemen. Looks to be armoured up there. Just a 1 unit. We have some Witchram Blackguard there. We have some Guardians of Khazad-dûm, Witchram Scourge Raiders there. 2 units saw them. Witches, of course. Black Watch Legion. Guardians are kind to them. Goblin Trackers. And Snugger Stalkers, about 2 to 3 units of them. Maybe 2 units of Snugger Stalkers, 1 unit of Goblin Band. And our ally, Dan the Man, put his general here. The Arathrim, so his general's in this unit. I actually didn't realise that. We've got some Have Guard too, all the way back there. So Dan's thinking ahead, it would seem. So the armies are forming up, and we'll do some more cutty guys and come back once the engagement begins.
Walls have fallen. Steel and valiant hearts must be our fortress now. Remember, fear is worse than fighting. Walls have fallen. Steel and valiant hearts must be our fortress now. Remember,
alright guys, we're back.
Fear is worse than fighting.
So, Buzzard here has opened up with his Tookish Hunters, and Master Blaster is returning fire. So, we've got a little bit of skirmish, little battle going on there. The catapult got 1 lucky shot on the Earls of Dale, killing the commanding officer actually of that unit. Buzzard is redeployed. He is trying to shoot my forces as well inside. So I've got some hands good about taking a couple of hits here. Alright guys, the enemy has charged in with their half-orc vanguard, just the 1 unit. It seems kind of suicidal given the amount of forces we have guarding the gate. Now, the half-orc vanguard are AP, and Master Blaster was telling me around this point not to send in my forces because the vanguard would chew them up. I don't really see vanguard as a threat. I never really have. But Master Blaster said it would cost me to keep my forces in the fight here, so I don't really commit. I kind of let Dale take the lead, since AP doesn't really matter too much on them, since they don't really have a lot of armor to begin with. That fire's coming from my archers. So whatever I can do to help. Wrecker Archers here from 2 times is in here, targeting the Blackstone Renegades, Belfast Marines behind them as well. And we've got some Guards of Custom also taking a few volleys. I didn't realise that. But Guards of Custom here have insane armour, so we'll take an enormous amount of arrows to bring them down. And quite a few volleys of the crossbows even, at the same time. Alright guys, Y2K here has moved up some Etamor's Troll Hunters. And they're going to take some shots here into my Dwarves. Now Dwarves are in shield wall formation, but as you can see that means little when javelins are firing into them. Lost a large amount there, down by almost a third. They're moving in now to get a shot at my 2nd Legion Axe Guard. I've got some casualty reclaimers here trying to fire into them now too, but my own forces are getting in the way, slowing their rate of fire down. There was some interesting gameplay in this match you'll find throughout the battle. And it was really intense. The battle took almost 2 hours long, but we were solely focused on it the entire time, watching our enemies' movements, they're watching ours. You really had to be on the ball at all times in this fight. If you lost track of where your units were, for even a second, you could see the consequences right there. See, my reclaimers here are firing at a much slower rate than the Etamor's Troll Hunters. Now, I managed to drive them off there. There's the Uruk-hai Archers firing in the gate here, right under that tiny archway. Now, the attackers have just some light tier troops right at the gatehouse entrance in case we sally out. They're meant to block us, delay us, and help them get away to their missile units like the Etamor's Troll Hunters or Troll Axos should we try to attack them. Now, what we got here? Another unit being sent up. Etymorstrol hunters on this side now. Potentially. Master Blast is firing into him. Ballast range in the distance, they're just sort of running around. Well, Master's charging him. As you can see, the Dalian Spin were ready for him. We got missiles of our own, but we can't really match the Javelin. Our enemy has a crap ton of skirmisher units here that we got to be careful of at all times. Well, Master and Dan charged out, but one thing you should probably note in this battle is Dan was in and we're not in our voice chat at the time, so we had to communicate reports through text to him. So telling him to pull out, telling him to go here, try this, and you know, to Dan's credit, he was very receptive throughout the battle, so thanks Dan for that. Urukai Archers firing into my forces in shield guard there. Once again, moving behind the safety of the wall. Etymorstrol is firing through the gate into my Hammers Gundabad. Laytown getting in their faces with their arrows, trying to drive them back. Dan's charging his Black Swan. And as soon as he charges in, they pull out. Always. We still got some more Etymorstrol there, just behind the Urukai Archers. I think I'm throwing my axes into the archers to just sort of bring their numbers down a bit, try and weaken them. These Etymorstrol are out of javelins, thank God. But here comes a fresh unit of Etymorstrol hunters. Now this looks great. You can see the axes coming in. Like all kinds of something are firing into them now as well. I am happy with the rate of my axe fire coming in right now. Got them down to 49, they haven't even fired a single javelin inside the halls yet. My cousin Reclaimer's running low on ammunition at this point, so I leave him in the fight to try and finish off the axe ammunition, try and kill more of those pesky Etymorstrol hunters. Alright, that's enough of their troops dying. Let's be fair, let's go and show the death of my own. Cousin Reclaimers guys can have a really big impact in any battle, but you gotta take their rate of fire into consideration when you use them. Almost any other javelin unit and axe unit fires at a much faster rate than the Reclaimers. Now the Saga Stalkers are running in solely, I reckon, to shut down my Cousin Reclaimers at the time. So Master Blaster luckily sent his forces in, moving my forces in shield guard into battle now too. It won't take too much to break these guys, but we can see they're trying to surge in now, so we're trying just to sort of plug that gap to stop them from being able to expand rapidly throughout the hall. So we want to try and contain them as best we can. 4th Legion Shield Guard and 2nd Legion Axe Guard moving in there. Master Blaster is committing his I thought to the gate at the time. Dan's here. Dan was mostly supporting the center and the left, I think. Master Blaster was providing forces. Well, to be fair, throughout the battle, I was more tasked with monitoring the right side and the left side, and Master Blaster and Dan seemed to operate the left and the center, but also helped me out a bit too as well. I mean, as you can see, I have forces in the area, but right now they're fine holding with their troops. So I'm focusing on my battle, they're focusing on their battles. I'm providing some fire here, some fire support with my Orc Hunters. We've got Master Blasters, Sword Masters of Esgaroth here, holding the center to the left. Now, Lumbermen actually moving on towards my side here. I thought that was a bit of a gamble, but it does open up my the way for my arrows, my archers to shoot into the enemy on the flank. And since I'm not trying to run through this gap here, then that works out well for us, because I'm shooting them, then I'm trying to run through the gap and charge Master Blaster's forces in the back there. So I think Master Blaster was very lucky that they didn't try and charge into his back. But there could have been a trap, because as you can see here, Dan would have smashed into him from the flank had he moved any forces to attack the Lumbermen there. The center battle is almost over for now. Troll Shack so is down to 90. We've got Snugger Skirmishers firing into the blob of forces here, but fortunately he has Lake Town Infantry 2 in the area absorbing some of those javelins as well, so that's important. They're protecting the Earls of Dale somewhat. Master's trying to get his Earls as close to the enemy as possible to protect them from those javelins, of course. We have the gate well in hand. Now, we're seconds away from breaking through, and that's actually a bit dangerous for us, because we've got Edmund's Trumpers ready to fire point blank into our forces the moment that the enemy here breaks. Because once they break, the javelins will just fire into their own troops, whether they're there or not. Like, friendly fire doesn't seem to matter when those forces are broken. It doesn't stop them from firing in that direction. And we're trying to hit the enemy troops, of course. See, they're pulled out there, they're going to fire, and I'm trying to get my forces out of there. I send in up my reclaimers because they're out of ammunition and, well, semi-depleted. Common trackers firing in, as well as bloody buzzards, Bambados Brass archers. I tell you, it annoyed you to no end, the amount of arrows coming through those damn holes. Golden Band fighting a losing battle, but putting up a pretty good fight. Kind of entering a sort of a stalemate period right now. The forces being sent against each other will just encourage a long drawn out fight, but will not really have any clear winner for some time. I sent about the depleted unit of Shield Guard as well to support my reclaimers. It is 10% to 13% right now. We're almost 2/6 of the way through this fight. Nice to setting up some Lake Town Infantry. The Reforged Javelins might try and shoot my forces hiding behind the bend there, if that's even possible. My Orc Hunters are trying to hit the Reforged Javelins right now. Troll Shaxo is firing through the gate, coming after my bloody dwarves. My hammers are Gundabad. My poor hammers. Well, we got that gate, that hole covered. Sure, can't find a better target for now, so nothing's happening over there. Belfast Marines here. They're firing into... Who are they firing into? Looks like they're firing into the Goblin Trackers. That wouldn't have been that good. Okay, crossbows targeting the Belfast Marines, it would seem. So they're stepping up their attack over there. Let's just root our clansmen for now. This time's 2 speeding it here because it's a bit of a grind. We've got Earls of Dow stacking up. We've got Blackwolds coming in. That's a big risk here. Blackwolds are AP. Well, both sides slashing away. Again, it's almost like a dead heat. Got a flag waving in front of our faces. Blackwell's more now heavily involved. And seem to be tipping the battle in the attacker's favour here. 18 to 19. Not seeing any new moves here from the attackers. Alright, Frodham Javelins are here. They're targeting the Blackstone Renegades. Given them where the bodies of Goodbout are fallen, makes me think the crossbows are firing into them. We've got Master Buster trying to help you with his biting marksman, but it doesn't seem to be enough. I set up, I deployed a unit of 2nd Legion Axe Guard. I don't know if Master Buster told me to pull them back or not. I wanted to leave him in the fight. Yeah, he did tell me to put him back. Yeah, if I'm pulling him back there, then it's because he suggested it. Okay, 23,700. 23 to 22. Yeah, with Lake Down Pikemen, Earls of Dale, Ed Helen Man at Arms, I mean, there's a strong force there. The attackers don't have the quality or the numbers to overrun them. Completed Uruk-hai archer unit just sent in to tire out the enemy essentially. Well, Belfast Marines trying to get some good hits here on the attackers. Try and bring down those Blackwolds. As you can see, I'm trying to intercept the enemy forces before they get to the Belfast Marines. Or at least most of them. My oil count is once again firing away. (26 to 25). Trollster Axo is firing in once again, trying to take out my all kinds of boom. Down to 56. I am valiantly trying to return fire. More dense forces getting in my own RC in its way. That's a paid unit of Trollster Axos saw earlier. Defenders have won that side of the battle. One more to mob, throwing their rocks in shortly. Okay, crossbows charging in first. No ammunition. So, once again, we draw off the attack. They seem to be maintaining it at a steady pace in the centre. Originally I moved up my sentries, but when I saw them moving the Trollster Axos, I pulled out my sentries again. One bottom up were always a concern, those bloody rocks. A real pain in the ass to deal with. The attackers are certainly using psychology warfare on us. We were really feeling very, or at least I was feeling very exhausted. Trying to keep our eye out for the one bottom up. Was also getting updates from the, well, where the witches were by Master Blaster. It was always giving me a warning, saying keep an eye on those witches, they're here, now they're here, watch out, we're moving them around here, they could be coming in. Trollster Axo is moving over to my side again.
Only half the enemy force remains.
I don't know if they're going to start throwing. Moved up my sentries to combat the Rudar Axeman. Okay, here we go. My Orc Hunters had mostly used up their ammunition. And I saw it was a good opportunity to soak up some ammunition, so I just left him there. He switched targets, he's shooting at the Blacksmith Renegade in the back. Hopefully I warned my teammate to move him, but it's possible I didn't realise. I moved on my Axe Guard to sort of speed up this battle, try and take out these troops. See, even in victory, it can quickly turn to defeat if you're not careful. There was never any stream of skirmishes. I'm going to say that quite a lot probably in this fight, because we just had to keep pulling our forces back because it kept being shot at by something. There was always something coming through these damn walls. Got the catapult here moving up. I still have one unit of Casualty Reclaimers in my arsenal, as well as the Iron Watch. Those are my last two missile units. The Orc Hunters are basically gone at this point. Team Darkstar firing his skirmishers into the Eton Men-at-Arms. Not a bad idea, considering they are armoured. And if they have the attack upgrade, makes it even more deadly. Lake 10 Infantry still has ammunition at this stage. Looking at all the bodies falling there. Alien Bowman. Trying to get some shots off. Looks like we're hitting the Vanguard there. Going back to ×2 speeds. More axes coming through. Right, okay, Trollster axe throwers. the whole time we're wondering when the big push is going to come. We're trying to get ready for it. We've got units to spring into action the moment it happens. But the attackers right now, they're doing their absolute best to wear us down before they commit. And it's the ideal strategy. They want to, like, when they decide to get through, they obviously need to get through as fast as possible. Speed is critical to their success. And so our troops here on the front lines, they're being damaged, they're being killed. We obviously have reserves, but we keep having to send up more troops because the snugger skirmishers, the javelins, the axe throwers, they are chewing through our forces faster than we would like. Okay, Dan here was firing his catapult. I think I was fine with that, considering my 4th edition shield guard was pretty depleted. Which I'm Scourge Raiders, nice to see you guys here. We also got javelins, looks like we got some snugger skirmishers there from 2 times Nanus. Sentries taking a few shots. Now I just want to check something here. Catapult's all intact. No real luck from the catapult just yet. Problems out of ammunition. Nothing's happening on our left. It's curiously gone silent. We've got to build up our forces here, but no real intention to burst through just yet. 35 to 36. We thought with the arrival of the barrow wights that the attack was imminent. The big one. Looking at their forces, they still have a lot of blood to spill. They're protecting their best troops with the siege towers. And the witches are right there for now. Looks to be in loose formation. The Blacks and Renegades here joining my fight. Trying to assist the 4th edition shield guard, keep the barrow wights out. We've got some movement here with the catapult. We've also got some half-orc vanguard moving up. Or is it Ruda Axeman? It's Ruda Axeman, okay. We've also got the petty unit of Swordmasters Esgaroth here. I've moved up my sentries to help out. Okay, we've got which one Scourge Raiders here loading up. Okay, here they go. Our cavalry's firing back. Looks like another unit of foreign javelins moving up here. We're working our way through the barrow wights. Sentries are visible here to the foreign javelins. We got bandits here. They haven't fired a shot just yet. My Iron Watch is deployed over here. We've got Dalian Paladins standing by. We've got a fresh unit of Rudar Swordsmen being sent in now. Don't know if they're going to come in just yet. Heroic Infantry is charging in, so they're coming back in now. Got some of my warriors hovering around here. I charge him in. See, I got charged out half his force there, and the route I saw was charged in. We got Ruda Axum surging through the gate. Over here, Fozzie and Shield and Black Swans are being left to fight and kill the Barrow Whites, which I'm fine with. I'm getting a little bit thin there in the centre. I sent in a fresh unit of 30s infantry. I think I've only got one unit of them. 43 to 41 as it stands. Bandits firing in. I pull out my troops. Half-foot Vanguard moving up. Recommitted some forces back to the main gate. Dazzling Brandy Bucks hovering around outside. We're not killing the bandits fast enough. Belfast Marines firing in. Nice volley there. The attackers are really keeping us guessing. The main push still hasn't happened yet. The whole time we're checking out the units outside, we're watching the build up, we're trying to assess when the main attack is coming. It's important we time that right so we've got the right forces in the area to counter it. If we commit too soon and bring our forces up to the main entrances too quickly, and they still have plenty of ammunition left, then we are screwed. So you can see here, we're moving up our forces, because we have to defend the areas. But we're constantly having to run out of the way before the enemy javelins and axes really get into our units and start tearing them apart. You can see here, all these forces here, all killed mostly by axes and javelins. Not so much the arrows. So Y2K is charging in. I think I yelled, hey, they're coming in. You can see I'm moving my forces now. I'm a little bit slow actually. I think I was busy looking at the other side at the time. Nice shot there from the catapult, needed that. How's it about charging in? Obviously the concern was from the missile units outside. I was kind of hoping the Barrow Whites provided enough cover there, but I was nervous. And we got some fire coming from the Blackshot Dragon Slayers. That was a beautiful sight to see. If anything was going to give me cover fire, it would be the bloody Blackshot Dragon Slayers. I think I called for reinforcements from Master Blaster to hold my left. Nice shot there. That was 3 for 3. remember saying the same thing at the time during the live stream. 3 out of 3 shots from a catapult. Rarely do you see that. 2 times setting up his more half-orc spear guard now. Scourge Raiders looking to get a shot into our forces. Targeting my hammers are good to bad. 46 here to 49. Longmont and Mob throwing their rocks. Alright, here comes the Trolls of the White Hand. We've got Richmond Slavers also being sent up. So Y2K is pretty much committing the best he has now. Moved up my sentries to try and fight and kill those damn trolls. Enemy catapult moving into position. Bandits targeting my sentries. We've also got some light infantry shooting the hobbits in the back there. I was going to say that's low there, considering the hobbits, you can't get much lower than that. So we're trying to contain these bloody trolls. Not doing the best job of it, as you can see. They're in our back ranks tearing up a Dalian spear unit. We've got Snugger Skirmishers, Freedom Javelins, Bandits. Okay, we're thinking this is the main push now because we've got Trolls of Bad, Trolls of Angmar, and the Ents I think we're coming in around at this time as well. And the Trolls of the White Hand, they're going after my Iron Watch and Mirror. I saw that straight away, and I was saying to Master, get your bloody paladins into those trolls, get them off me. Because the trolls are so far spread out, it's causing some pathfinding issues with the Dalian paladins. I'm not really sure which way to go. You can see I'm trying to wind up. I'm trying to fire a volley here. Yeah, one good volley so far. Here come the Ents. And we got the Ents, we got the trolls. Everyone's coming after my Iron Watch and Mirror right now. Royal Guard and the Black Sword Dragon Slayers trying to fight off the trolls of Angmar and Good to Bad. I'm trying to charge into the Black Watch Legion that charged through the main entrance earlier. I've got my Guards of Khazad-dûm engaged in the Guardians of Khazad-dûm and the... Hang on, is it just the Guardians here? It would seem so, yeah, okay. We've got Freedom Javelins in there. I've got my Sons of the Fallen and my Hammers of Bad trying to hunt down those Black Watch Legion. My Iron Watch Mimir is down to 17. I sent my Sons of the Fallen after the ants of the trolls. I'm setting everything I've got to save my Iron Watch. The attackers are coming after me with a vengeance. And we got Warg Rise of all things coming in now. I sent out my Sons of the Fallen to try and stop the Wargs from running around and causing us problems.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead. We have set the cart to hell.
So I got Sons of the Fallen here, they got Sons of the Fallen over here. It looked like Tim's going to try and go for our victory point, but we've got a few units back there, so we're not too concerned. Now, where is my Iron Watch? You just see Mithril Guard, First Legion Pikes so far. It's 62 to 60 at this stage. They're 42,000 frames through. I think I was trying to fire before, and Master Blaster said, Scouts, some of your axes are going through the side of the hill here, so I stopped soon. We've got Snagger Skirmishers firing. Oh, we've got Witches here. That's right, there's my Iron Watch. Witches are firing at my bloody Iron Watch. My Iron Watch me down to 6 now. Down to 6. I've got 5 left. And I've got a Scourge Raider trying to chase them.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Sons of the Fallen reinforcing the left side now. And also attacking the enemy from their flank in the middle. Looks like the catapult is in the middle here. My guards are standing by, not in the fight just yet. Looks like they're taking the breather. Okay, they got the Axos coming in. They're damaging their own catapult there. Yeah, you see they busted their own catapult. Trying to kill my guards because of them. I'm trying to fire my what's left of my Iron Watch. We got a Blackwatch Legion commander there by himself. Scourge Raider's over there broken. I don't know if I can find him. What I'm trying to look for right now. Yeah, that's. I hit my own troops there by accident. That's not very nice of me, is it? Yeah. There's my last Iron Watch there. Pretty much full ammunition still. This is my last trooper in that unit. All the rest so far have been killed. We're overwhelming the Witchron pikemen. I'm not too sure where I'm running off my cousin reclaimers to just yet. But Habit is covering my reclaimers for now. So far it looks like I'm keeping my guards out of the fight. They're charging Rangers reinforcements in, but we got that gate covered. They're not getting through that. And over here we've basically separated the pike unit into pieces. Vanguard's charging in. I don't know who's firing at them. Blacksword Dragon Slayers, okay. I know the Vanguard are AP, but I don't know, I'll leave my troops to the whole of the area. 69, 67 right now. We've got some Duna Rangers here shooting into Dan's forces. I think I told him to get out of there. Master Buster said the same. We've got the Witches over here now too. Down Royal Guard's also shooting at this area. Remember that catapult that got busted at the entrance there? They tried targeting the bunch of Dol Amros forces. Catapult blocked that last shot, the broken one. Enemy catapult just missed the Blacksword Dragon Slayers. So I think we pull out just to let the archers shoot into him. I'm going to pull out my Sons of the Fallen. Those are all rocks. $70 to $69. Yeah, it'd be a good time for my Sons of the Fallen to charge in. Oh, hang on. Now my cousin Reclaimers, they're firing directly into the Urukai pikemen there. Down in Royal Guard, still shooting them, as you can see. Fighting her, doing a good job holding them in the position. Dan was charging in, but I said, no, Dan, pull back, man, you're in the way of my Reclaimers. Yeah, this is, he sent them in, and that's when I told him to pull back. That's a losing battle there. Blacks are Renegades against Pikemen. That's pretty much throwing them away. He responded pretty quickly when I said something, so... Yeah, there you go. He's pulling back. All those pikes in the area. You think my reclaimer unit would start throwing like crazy? Well, there is biting herd, to be fair, in the area. Okay, down Paladins. I charged out my Sons of the Fallen, I think, just to hold them hold them outside. Dan's joining us. So Sons of the Fallen, Blacks Renegades, and Dalian Paladins up against legions of Uruk-hai infantry and a swarm of hobbits. Trying to figure out where there's witches. Whether or not they tried to fire another volley in or not. Snagger skirmishes are here. Some volleys from the Snagger getting through. Trying to find out where are the witches. I don't see them anywhere. Durant archers firing in. Nearly 50,000 frames left and there's still units with ammunition. Okay, we've got some javelins coming in. Team Stark does some Snagger hitting our forces. Dan's getting some halberdiers ready, but they're exposed to the enemy missiles. Blacks with Dragon Slayers trying to give them some support. This is why you gotta love Sons of the Fallen. They're a great unit to hold back the tide. Now we've got the Arathrim here from Dol Amroth. Try and pick up any units that break through. Moving on our First Legion Pikes. I still got ammo with my reclaimers and I'm firing into the back of the Uruk-hai pikemen.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Okay. Our reclaimers are charging the pikes, but the flank is exposed, and I think I send in my Mithril Guard to attack the flank of the Uruk-hai pikemen here soon. So we've got most of the Dol Amroth archers now firing in. We've created a nice little kill box around the enemy for all our arrows just to fit nicely into and hit any troops in the area. Who's this? This is the witches. The entire volley intercepted by the catapult there. Probably saved our bacon. They burned their own commander.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Witches are trying to fire. We got Uruk-hai infantry, almost a full unit here running around, or sorry, half a unit. And Mithril Guard doing a nice job here, getting rid of those Uruk-hai pikemen. My last Iron Watch is somewhere in the area trying to help. Yeah, there he is. He's over there. 82 to 84. The enemy charged in their catapult. They've done a successful job pushing through on the on the left side of our defense. I think there was Nazgûl High in the area before. You've got Dunan Rangers trying to target my first season pikeman. There's a Nazgûl High. I thought there was 2 units of Nazgûl High. There is.
The enemy force remains.
So we've got big heavy hitters going at it here. I think most of my Sons of the Fallen are dead now. Those witches came around and shot my first Legion pikes with some Guards of Khazad-dûm mixed in there as well. Well, Dan the Man has sent up his reserves, so he's got his Imperial Champions, maybe his Haven Guard even. Imperial Champions leading the way there. I'm sending my Legion Bodyguard to take out that catapult. Yeah, I'm trying to kill a Snugger and get into those crossbows. Trying to keep that fire there off Dan. I'll slow it down a little bit now. So basically I'm making it my mission to get as many troops as I can to interfere with the enemy's missile units. Try and keep them off us. Let our melee troops do their work.
The enemy army flees the field. After them, cut the cowards down.
You got Uruk-hai Berserkers here, battling out against Master Blaster's general here. '92, 91 to 92 here. I think maybe that was Y2K there. The Arathrim has come back. Dunan Rangers firing in. Catapult actually providing some protection there. Legion Bodyguard has chewed through a few forces now. We've got the Uruk-hai pikemen though, who are they going to be firing into? Oh boy. Yeah, that hurt. And we've got Buzzard's bloody powerful protectors between any of our forces and the Uruk-hai crossbow shooting me in the back currently. We've got more crossbows here from team. The Uruk Raiders charging out. That was a mistake there from team. It would have made more sense to keep those Uruk Raiders engaged with my forces while the crossbows shot me in the back. It's a pretty deadly unit there that he could have taken out with relative ease. Like, he was doing a good job already, shooting me in the back. And without even realizing it, I just run outside to try and take out those Dunedain Rangers. There's a Haven Guard there from Dol Amroth. Okay, Imperial Champions dealt with Angmar's general. Down the Royal Guard, impressively still holding on there against the Uruk Berserkers. The Mithril Guard have almost finished off the Nazgûl High. Now the Arathrim out here, he's taking care of all the reinforcements in the area. And I asked him to run interference for me before to stop the Dunedain Rangers shooting me in the back at the time. And I don't know if he's already done it or not, but he did run interference for me. He charged into those Rangers and stopped them from firing.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies.
Oh, Haven Guard here, slicing up Samwise Gamgee. Okay, I took out the new team's general there. Still got to do something about those crossbows. I must have had tunnel vision or something, because I was busy trying to deal with these Uruk-hai forces. Looks like we finished off the Nazgûl High and the Berserkers. 96 to 97. Okay. I think those guys packing. We're almost done, guys. Uruk Raiders coming in after him. I think I'm sending my Mithril Guard to finish them off. Or not. No, I'm chasing after him. And Dal and Dol Amroth have the Shire's forces pinned against each other. Okay, there goes the other Isengard general.
Look how our cowardly foe runs. It is time to press the attack.
Alright, so Buzzard admitted defeat there. Got a few teams there admitting defeat. Yeah, that's right. 2 times wouldn't quit until his last unit fell.
The day is ours. Let victory be a salve upon our wounds.
Alright, so I got 4,197 kills there. Master Blaster 2,864. And Dan the Man 1631. 2 times here, 1415. The YTK 86, 1,067. Order 66, 676, Team Darkstar 829, and Buzzard here 1338. Now kill counts here, my Legion Bodyguard was 343, Sons of Fallen 234, 244, Mithril Guard 158, Custom Reclaimers here 136 to 213. I watched Mir impressively got 94, they got off 1 volley before, 1 good volley, and then that was pretty much it there. I lost that unit and they hardly fired a shot, so I was a bit disappointed with my use of them in this battle. First Legion Pikes 266, Guards of Khazad Dûm here 388, Sentries of Khazad Dûm here 211 to 218, Hammers of Good Bad there 214, Warriors of Khazad Dûm here 129 227, Hammers of Good Bad here 230, Second Legion Axe Guard here 140, 4th Legion Shield Guard 123 to 315, 3rd Legion Infantry 151, and all kinds of Khazad Dûm here 160. So across the board it was a phenomenal performance from my army. I actually thought Master Blaster would have got more kills than me in that fight. I didn't really think I did that well in terms of well, because I watched my Iron Watch of Mir, I was feeling kind of down about that for most of the battle. But Master Blaster was probably one of the best defenders out amongst us on that day. He was really coordinating our forces during the match, and he really kept us apprised of where those witches were and when the attackers were going to send them in or not. So he was providing us with some pretty valuable updates throughout the match. I was also sort of reminding us, saying, hey, scouts, don't send the units out here. You've got AP units coming in to counter your forces here. If you lead them in that battle, you're going to lose a lot of those forces, and they're going to chew through our units and overwhelm us, essentially. So he was pretty consistent with trying to keep my forces away from the AP units of our enemies throughout that match. So, well done to Master Blaster there for that. His coordination was really good during that battle. Anyway, thank you to all that participated in that siege. That was great, guys. If you want to see your own Total War replay featured here on this channel being Reforged or anything else, don't forget to check out those links you'll find in the video description below. They are, of course, my email at scoutsentertainment@gmail.com. You can post it to me directly on Discord. You can join my Discord server, Scouts Reconnaissance, and post it there. Or in this case, just tab me in the replay post on the Reforged Discord as well. This is Micka from Scouts Entertainment signing off. Goodbye, my fellow Scout Troopers. Catch you all in the next Total War battle.